Welcome to the Hoe Phase, a millennial dating experiment powered by Sirens NYC. Ready, set, hoe!
Nah, ain't none of that. I'm a hoe.
Give me the cash for the weary. Cause if we knew better, these niggas would do better. Straight up.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Hoe Phase podcast.
And that's Hoe with the H.O.E, which stands for Healing Over Everything.
Yes, and as you guys know, we are powered by Sirens NYC and coming out of Siren Studios, our brand new studios. And for those of you guys who don't know, it's your favorite co-ho, Becky J, your friendly neighborhood sex symbol. Hey.
Ew.
Hey. Hey.
And it's your actual fave co-ho, MJ, the baddest Thickiana, in all her Thickiana glory.
Yes. Just want to give you guys a quick disclaimer. We're not having the best days, right?
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
That's extremely fair to say. I could cry at any moment, and I truly do not want to. Like, truly do not want to.
Yeah. And we also wanted to make sure that we pushed through and still came on here for you guys and to give you guys this great content. So,
round of applause for us.
no, we definitely hit you trying to do the show?
Like, literally, I asked her, but I was really asking for me. And like,
I didn't realize.
Yeah, because we didn't talk. I haven't seen you in like 3 days,
Yeah.
So we've just been having our own separate experiences.
Yeah. And I'm really, really excited to finish recording so that we can have like some real sister time.
For
right?
real. She was like, do you want to talk about it on the show? And I'm just like, I'm actually learning the grace and like the tact of just, everything doesn't need to be said on the show,
Yeah, but
Like,
I feel
for
like
real.
we were doing a pretty good job at that.
I know.
Yeah. I'm kind of like a little not embarrassed, but for lack of a better word, because I think last week I was on the show giving like a recap on my life and everything and was talking about I'm talking to this guy again, and like kind of like now I don't know, things aren't feeling, I don't know, they're feeling kind of wobbly,
like, not as optimistic.
I don't know if I ever was super optimistic. Well, I guess that was what I was trying to
Got
do.
a little lipstick on your teeth. Gotcha.
Thank you. I don't think I was ever really optimistic, but I think that's what I was talking about in the first episode about me trying to be more optimistic and me seeing the brighter side of things. But I think that also comes with there's a chance that things may not go to your expectations and stuff like that.
Ooh,
so
I learned about expectations. I'm gonna tell you later. Sorry, y'all. I know y'all want to know, but
yeah, things may not go to your expectations, and that's the whole point of just like rolling with the punches kind of vibe. So like I feel kind of weird, but generally I feel pretty good. I feel okay, I'd say.
same, just general, not like super up, super down, just like right there in the middle.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of feeling this way personally recently anyways. So like I don't know, I'm just in a point in my life where I just really need to love on myself a lot more, and I don't know, maybe God is like creating that space for me to do so.
I think, I've been feeling that way lately too. Just not into it. Like I'm okay. Like I can go out into the world and function as a human being, but like generally, like I literally just want to cry. Like mostly. So and just like you said, like realizing you have to love on yourself, like I'm thinking that it's gonna come from outside sources, and I know it doesn't work like that, and it feels good to come from outside sources, but if I'm not feeling that way,
it's not gonna be enough.
It's not enough. No.
Yeah, and I found myself, and this is funny because these are things that we know already, but I've definitely find myself, the more that I'm grasping for love and affection and attention from outside of me, the worse decisions that I make, and not to say good or bad, but just like not good for me, and not aligned with my highest self. So yeah, it's just all a good reflection and opportunity for growth, you know.
Exactly.
So this is another reason why we're coming out here, to be transparent and to help ourselves grow and learn and all that good stuff.
And to show you guys we're real people too. Like, we go through it too. Like, we're not just here to like be perfect. I don't even think y'all think we're perfect. Never mind.
No, I don't think they think we're perfect, but I think it's good to just be transparent and show that we're human beings.
Exactly.
I think we kind of look like we have it together a lot of times.
No.
Yeah, this season I definitely want to be more like, hey, I feel like shit today, or I feel like this today, instead of being like so preppy and put together, because that's kind of something that we've talked about, and it kind of goes into our topic today too.
Yeah.
But something that we talked about being more authentic and being just more of a real human being, and not like a people pleaser and not just a performer.
Yeah, and even before, like when we're working together, you're like, you know what? You can't just always do things when you feel good, because if it's only when you feel good, you're not going to get enough things done. So it's like, I really didn't want to do this today, but I'm going to power through because this is just what has to get done, you know?
Yeah, and you will feel better at the end, you know, when something is actually accomplished, you know. Sometimes it's good to, like, sit in your feelings and to process them, but sometimes it's good to, like, you know, move forward. And sometimes that helps you process your feelings and leave a little better, rather than just ruminating over it over and over and over and over and over again. Yes. Do we have segments today, or are we just going to go straight into the topic?
I think we're going to go straight into the topic.
Okay. All right, y'all. I know we have a great topic that we had previewed for you guys on Friday, talking about femininity. We are going to push that to next week because we have something else to talk about. We wanted to dive a little deeper from what we talked about last week in our first episode. And I feel like this will help a lot of people out there. I know it definitely helped me when I found this article.
Ooh.
So I'm excited. Today we're going to be talking about... You want to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 4 types of lying.
Yes.
We're just going to take... We talked about lying. Now we're going to go deeper.
A little deeper. Yes. A little deeper and talk about 4 different types of lying. And there are more than 4 types of lying. Like, the more I started Googling, there was just so much more coming out. But I was just like, information overload. Like, let's cut it back and cut it out.
I feel like these 4 types of lying really specifically relate to dating. Especially the first one. I feel like the first one is the most common when it comes to dating.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to read the first one?
Yeah, we're gonna reveal them as we go down the list. So
okay.
The first one is lying by omission.
Now this is one that I do a lot. I do a lot by accident. Okay. Ooh. See, that was just
that was a straight up lie.
That was not by accident, but sometimes when I get a little flustered and a little overwhelmed, like my go-to can sometimes be to lie and to like breeze over things and to just, that's what I call it. I just breezed over that part. It's like, you know.
Because you knew it wasn't important. It was an integral fact to the story.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get a definition on omission first.
I got a working definition for you. Omission, the act of excluding or leaving out someone or something. A failure to do something, especially something that one has moral or legal obligation to do. So I think it goes more to like the morals of it. Like, is the part that you're leaving out the part?
Yeah.
Like the big chunk of things.
Exactly.
Like, did I tell the story about how I lied? Or I just said I lied?
You just glazed over it.
I breezed over it. But yeah, that's what ended up happening. That's what ended up happening with just a few months. Just last month, I would say.
Yeah.
I got caught in a lie, in a omission of the truth. And yeah, that's what I just kept saying. I'm just going to breeze over that part. But that part was the part that I knew was the part that the person would be upset about, or that's what they were really asking about,
Exactly.
you know? I also just want to throw in there that lying, especially in relationships, it just fucks up the trust. And it's really hard to come back from once you've been caught in a lie. Like, I think it's fucks up the trust for both people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the person who's being lied to and the person who got caught in the lie.
Because it's just like, man, like, he's never gonna believe me again. And then he's just like, how could I ever believe you again? Like, you dead ass just lied to me.
Yeah, and
face.
then it makes you as the liar want to like overcompensate, or like, you know, like tell them all the extra details of your day and stuff like that. And it's just like, it's just guys, if you guys can be honest and truthful, like, that's the best bet. Because
especially if they ask for the details and like you lie by leaving certain things out, like, that one is just really gonna sting when the truth comes out later.
Yeah. Whew. Have you ever been is that your lie technique that you go to?
I think I'm guilty of most of them.
Mm-hmm.
But omission, I would say, is more not specifically leaving out details. I'll just leave out the entire story. Like, it never even fucking happened. Like, I be having experiences that I just don't share with people, you know? And I feel like that is definitely a lie by omission. Like, the shit just never even fucking happened. And it's not even like lying to people, it's more like lying to myself. So that one is a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah, I totally get that. And I feel like there's also like a lot of rhetoric going around about like women, like, don't, like, lie to your man, don't tell him stuff. Like,
I was literally going to get into that because I feel like a lot of older women, like, I've heard my mom say this to me before. She's just like, men cannot handle the truth. Like, you have to lie to them. And I'm just like, if you have to lie to them, maybe you shouldn't be doing what you have to be lying about. That's more what it is. And it's not about them handling the truth. It's about, what are you doing that they can't handle hearing?
That's so true. And it's so interesting because there's never that conversation. There's never that side of the conversation about, like, hey, be honest, be open, be transparent. Mm-hmm. It's just like, they can't handle it. You need to be deceptive, and you need to be this and that.
Lie.
And it's so funny. Like, even I'll have friends, and I'll ask them, and I'm like, I just did this. Like,
I've been that person who has said lie. Like, never tell him.
Never tell him ever.
There's no way to never tell someone something.
Especially someone who you're very connected to, who you share a bond with. Like, they're going to know. Why would you want to just like have things like, I don't know, I can't imagine being in a close relationship and just not having that trust and not having that bond with somebody. So yeah, this is something that I want to unlearn and relearn, being authentic and being truthful, because, like, I don't think that's the way to build long-lasting relationships.
True, and I think that people think lying is way easier than it is. You know, like, when you lie about something, it's just like, but it's gonna eat at me, and I'm always gonna be thinking about it. Like, yeah, I didn't tell him, but also I'm just thinking about it now when we're together. The energy is switching based on me lying, you know? It's not really that easy to lie.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
I totally agree. The consequences, they don't go away. So what's done in the dark will always fucking come out in the light. So let's just, instead of telling advice of, don't tell this person that, don't tell this person that, let's just try to be more honest and truthful people and women. Yeah. All right, let's go to the second one.
Ooh, the next one, which I've been guilty of. I think everyone's been guilty of this one, which is exaggeration.
Yes.
Exaggeration.
Okay, so Exaggeration is a statement that represents something as better or worse than it really is. I think I can definitely be an exaggerator, but I like to exaggerate it as something better.
Exactly.
Like, better than it is. Like, I know... Like, I'll just be like, yeah, no, I'm not talking to no dudes. Even though, like, you know, I'm texting a few here and there. But I'm
chatting
like...
some up. That counts as talking.
It does, but I'm just like, no, I'm not talking to nobody. Like, you know, I'll be like, nobody. Like, you know, saying things like that. It's just like, you're exaggerating. Or sometimes I'll do something like, I'll represent myself as really, really horrible so that it's kind of easy to win. Like, I'm just so bad at dating. I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at all these things. Where I'm really not. If I take more accountability and more responsibility in these areas, I can do better. But by saying that, like, I'm so this and I suck at this and that, like, even in in college, I used to always be like, I'm a fucking thought. Like, I'm a thought.
Oh my gosh.
And then guys are just like, no, you're not. Because, you know, it makes it easier for me to win.
That's like us right now with the whole face.
Exactly. Exactly. We're exaggerating it just a little bit. What about you? What's some examples that you have?
I think anytime I'm dating someone, I think I'm just always exaggerating the situation to my friends, but exaggerating it to make it better. Like, you know, like...
What do you mean?
Just like... I barely even not the nigga I'm talking to right now. Where this is a different situation than I've ever been in, but just like I barely be talking to these niggas and interacting them, just like penis and vagina, but like exaggerating it to be like this whole big love story to my friends or to the podcast when it's just like, bitch, no, you're just getting fucked.
Or even like to yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the exaggeration thing kind of like makes shit a little delusional. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like even even last week, like, I was just like, yeah, I'm talking to this guy. Like, yeah, I don't know if I said we're dating because I don't remember the words I used, but I'm sure it was an exaggeration of what it really was, which is that we're friends with benefits and maybe that.
Oh, so it's about lying, but I think the worst type of lying is lying to yourself.
Yeah. Lying to yourself and then lying to other people. To yourself? Look better? But it's a fucking lie?
Ooh.
Yeah. I definitely do that. I'm definitely an exaggerator. I think sometimes to the point of like delusion, you know what I mean?
I think definitely. Sometimes I catch myself in a fucking grandiose delusion. I'm just like, whoa, that's just so far from real and reality and the truth, bitch. Like, definitely therapy.
Yeah.
Therapy.
Just like reading into things a lot. Like, I don't know if does all of this count as lying? I guess like not being able to be authentic and be in reality. Yeah. I think that can, the exaggeration of things and the exaggerations of expectations, I think that also affects like just really building with somebody and really building on a real tip. Like if we're living in our heads and exaggerating what the situation is, it's like you kind of not being present. And it's like, do you even fuck with this person, or do you fuck with just the idea of everything?
The story that you made up, that you exaggerated anyway. Ooh.
Yeah. Let me see what other examples they had on here for exaggeration. It says, the person who exaggerates usually mixes truths and untruths to make themselves look impressive to others. An exaggerator can weave truth and lies together, causing confusion even to the liar. After a while, the exaggerator begins to believe his or her own exaggeration.
And this is, honestly, exaggeration is the type of liar I've been since I was a child. Just to make, like it says, to make myself look better, to the point where I didn't even know what the truth was anymore, you know? Like, sometimes I tell stories and I'm just like, did that even happen to me? Like, I can't even remember anymore.
Or sometimes you've been telling the same lie over and over again. That's just like, did that really happen? Or am I just so used to this story and now I've built my personality around this fundamental story in my life too, you know?
Hold on, one just came to me.
What?
So, I told the guy that I'm dating that I never told anyone I loved them before. Because to me, I'm just like, I've never been in love. Like, that's something I've told myself a lot, which I don't really think it was real. It was more like, delusional love. But still, like, I was thinking back to some people, and I was just like, I definitely have told this person that I loved them before. Like, I've told 2 people, but I just thought it was 0. So I was just like, that was an exaggeration, like, for the worst. Like, no, I've never done this before, ever. And now I'm just like, wait. So that counts as an exaggeration, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Ooh, wait, we got a comment. It says, "Who doesn't like to visit La La Land once in a while? Life is hard work to make it interesting."
I think La La Land is fun, but I don't think it's a place to build relationships on. Like, you know what I mean?
And it's not healthy either to stay there.
No, I think it's fun to, like, use your imagination and to, like, to imagine wonder and amazing things, but it's just like you have to be grounded. It's kind of like like your chakras, like you have to like be grounded, like you have to be able to be up here but also be able to be grounded on earth as well. So I think it's more about the balance of the two. But it's so much fun. Like right now,
it really is.
All of us, like our close friends, are kind of dating and seeing people, and it's so much fun, the 3 of us, to just be like so in love, La La Land, and talk about this and my nigga this and my nigga that, and we're gonna do this and this and do that. And I think sometimes that even our group delusion and our group exaggeration of our feelings, it's more than feelings, I think sometimes that can like affect shit too. Because when you get your reality, sometimes there may be a letdown from all the beautiful plans and loves that you guys are talking about together.
Or even like I'll catch myself like sleeping more because I like to dream more and actually live in that La La Land.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Because I'm like, damn, like this, it feels so good to just dream and like be in that DMT rather than like here,
Oh my gosh, that's so true. I've definitely found myself like that this past weekend and even this past week of like, living in your mind. Yeah, and I think sometimes that affects your ability to be more honest and be more real and be more authentic, because it's like you're not turning none of these ideas into reality. So it's just like
you just want to live here. You just want to live in Dreamland, La La Land, delusionality. I know that's not a word, but
yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
LOL. Facts.
Yeah. You want to hear an example of one?
Ooh, of exaggeration? Okay.
This one says, I'm not really good at anything. I'm not good at really anything, so I lie about stupid things, so I sound like there's more to me. Oh, I guess this is someone's like confessing that they're an exaggerator.
But the confession is also an exaggeration.
It sounds it, right? I'm not good at really anything. Yeah.
Whoa.
What?
So y'all really be preaching to the choir, nothing but facts.
Listen, it's not even a preach. This is like literally therapy. Like
literally,
this is just our kind of what exactly we're going through right now, and we want to be more honest. But I think you just said, hold. We forgot something, right?
We forgot. Ooh, my bra. We forgot the main event.
I know. This is probably help us with the vibes.
Oh my gosh! It's sponsor time.
It's sponsor time. It's sponsor time. Applause or something. Or
This one?
No. Yes. So we have PunchLine. We're still drinking Pink Walls. So we're going to
fresh out the fridge. Ooh, I'm like, hold up. I'm like, bitch, I'm thirsty.
No, I'm like, why am I parched and why am I not sweating a little bit? Like,
I'm like, this is new.
Okay, yeah. Ooh. Okay, good. Needed that to, take some of this edge off. But thank you guys so much for all of y'all that are watching live on YouTube.
True. Let us know what type of liars you are so far. So far, we talked about lying by omission. And also lying through exaggeration.
Yes. Wait, let's do it again. Exaggeration. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy that we're talking about this though, because I feel like it's going to bring more awareness for myself and just, you know, help me be more authentic.
It's
That's
just
my
like,
goal.
I've been doing this my whole life and I didn't even know.
I think it's that too. You start unveiling like, dang, these patterns that you have. Why did I first started lying? And why did no one catch me? Some parts of that is just like, why didn't they stop me from being
And
a
it's just like,
liar?
why am I so good at it? And then I start going into therapy like, am I a sociopath?
Yeah.
So I can't go too deep because, you know, I didn't go into therapy.
You exaggerating it. See, there you go exaggerating it.
Can't do self-therapy.
We ain't doing no self-diagnosing over here, okay? All right, let's get into the third one. The third type of lying.
I need to sit before we do this one.
Okay. Is this the one? Or you just don't know?
I need a definition before I know. It's just like the last one. I didn't know.
You didn't know? You didn't know you was a fucking ass liar?
Oh, I love the term fucking ass liar, by the way. Okay. This next one is called deception. Deception.
Okay, let me get the definition for you. Deception. Don't you hate when they use a definition in the definition? Like, that's so... It's so not...
Just like, you so deceitful.
That's what it says, act of deceiving. Okay. To cause someone to believe something that is not true, typically in order to gain a personal advantage. To give a mistaken impression. So the definition.
Hold up.
Yeah.
John Rat said, people won't catch you because you probably wouldn't listen to them.
Yeah, probably because I'm still a fucking ass liar.
Exactly.
Like,
I believe it so much that nothing you can say can make me change my mind.
It's the lying to yourself, the validation, the justification of it. That, like, it's not just one lie. Like, it becomes this whole false personality that I'm just, like, not trying to be fucking with.
To the point where it really gets sick.
Yeah.
So when you really start believing it, that's that shit.
Yeah, so this is what this article says. A deceiver tries to create an impression that causes others to be misled by not telling all the facts or creating a false impression. Causing deception is a powerful and hurtful tool. It can be subtle yet deadly. So I think the deception is more so about, like, trying to paint yourself a certain way. A good amount of people get defensive when you tell them about themselves. I think it's most. Especially when it's something that you're telling the truth. If it's the truth, that's usually ignites something.
Especially if it's the thing.
Oh, like the thing that they've been.
If it's the thing.
The thing that like they've been feeling their whole lives.
Literally, like she said something to me the other day about my weight. Defensive.
Yeah. It was.
It's the thing, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, when it comes to deception, it's more about like trying to give someone an impression of who you are. And I feel like it's a little different than exaggeration because it's not like you're trying to make something better, but you just have a specific type of like story that you want to tell. And I feel like you also kind of like try to paint other people a certain picture. You try to paint yourself a certain way in the story. Like,
can you read the example that's on there?
This one says he admitted he was a deceiver. Sometimes I don't like being seen as smart, so I'll joke around about how smart I am just to try to get people to think that I'm not that smart. It works sometimes. It doesn't feel like lying. I guess I'm just pretending to be something that I'm not.
Okay. Said, and here I am calling myself my ex a liar. I've been lying to my damn self.
Period. Listen, this is what we want to talk about. Like that accountability. Every time we want to think that someone else is doing this and someone else is doing something to us, it's like, no.
Ooh, it says causing deception sounds like when people try to sell you dreams but make you think that they're lit. LOL.
to make you think that they're lit.
Oh, okay.
No, absolutely. Like you're telling a story like, oh, like I was going to I was at the store the other day. Oh, I was at the club, and like Drake was there. Like he came in with my team or whatever, and
we was at his table. We was
and
popping bottles,
and it's just like in the reality. You came in with the promoter. You have another one?
It's not me specifically, but I've seen a lot of people try to, I guess, deceive me.
In what way?
Through like something about niggas and promoters, just about what the situation's gonna be versus what it actually is. So it was like we going out to the club. It's like, yeah, free drinks all night section. Da da da. We get there and it's like 20 people trying to cram into one section, and it's just like that's deception.
Yeah, no, for real. Like literally, like selling the dream and just trying to make yourself look different, make yourself look better.
Or even sometimes I downplay, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I downplay myself and, like, all I've accomplished, kind of, to be, like, normal. Just to, like, I don't know, like.
So that you can pop up with your successes later on? Or
yeah. So, like, people be like, oh, she's really popping. But I'm like, I'm just trying to be humble. But I guess through trying to be humble, I kind of downplay whatever it is instead of, like, you know what? Big yourself up. Like, you're a fucking star, bitch.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Do I deceive people sometimes?
Or I think it's funny later when they found out, like, oh my gosh, that's you?
Instead of just being honest and transparent. I can see that. I'm trying to think how I do it. I'm definitely very deceptive when it comes to, like, job interviews and stuff. Oh my god.
What do you mean?
Like, when I can just present myself to be a certain way. I'll tell stories a certain way about my last jobs, about this and that. Like, and
they tell you're supposed to lie.
I know you are.
I appreciate the rawness of this show. Thank you.
Thank you, Steven. I appreciate you. But yeah, no, just being deceptive, knowing damn well I be late as fuck. I be falling off. Like,
first of all, my resume say I graduated college.
That's just flat out.
Yeah, that's not deception. That's the next one we're gonna talk about. But we're still in deception right now.
Yeah, but just also with deception though, I think another thing about it is that you try to add something in that's not true. That's like definitely not true. I feel like with omission, you leave something out.
Ooh.
With what was the other, exaggeration? It's the truth. You just exaggerate it. With deception, it's add some things, like things that are not true. So it's just like you try to lead someone down a whole different path.
Trying to make them see you a certain way.
Yeah.
Ooh, like say for example, say we get into an argument. And I go tell somebody about it, but I'm telling them it from my perspective. Yes. I'm trying to get them on my side.
Yes.
Like, even if I was wrong in this situation and I know I'm wrong, I'm not going to tell this person all the stuff that I'm wrong about. I'm just going to try to get them on my side.
Exactly. Or even that, like, just the way that you're telling the story. Like, you might be like, yeah, and then she was just like, what the fuck you said? And it's just like, she didn't say that. She didn't say it like that. She didn't roll her eyes like that. That's how you received it, and now that's how you're telling the story, and now you're deceiving other people and deceiving yourself. So yeah, I think with all of these, I know we keep saying to make yourself look better. I think all of it is to make yourself look better, to make yourself look differently, to paint a picture that is not necessarily true, paint a picture that makes you feel better in the story as a storyteller. And to be honest, like, how could you feel better if you're not being honest? Like, if you're not being truthful? Like, is it really better? Or is it, like, a momentarily better?
It's momentary. It's just back to the same thing. I think this episode is just about lying to yourself. Like, it's about lying in general. But it mostly comes back down to yourself. Because you're the only person that's hurt in the long run. Like, other people are hurt by it. But you trying to delude yourself into believing the truth that you've now made up is more detrimental to yourself in the long run.
To your mental health and even to, like, your relationship that you have with yourself. Like, I know when I lie or when I'm not being truthful, it's just like, dang, what is it about myself that I'm not comfortable just being? Like, just being. Like, even if it's something that I made a mistake, even if it's something that that I wish I did better. It's just like being honest about it is the only way to move forward instead of just lying. Like even little things like I'm gonna be like I said, I'm gonna be there in 5 minutes, or oh, my computer is crashing, that's why I can't send that to you. Oh my god,
you do that?
Oh my god, I have an appointment, I can't come in. What is
I've been that.
my favorite thing to say when someone compliments me? LOL. Well, you don't know. Well, you know I do.
A little something.
Knowing damn well I worked my ass off.
Ooh, that one is like, what's that? That one's deception?
I think that's like deception or a little bit of exaggeration too. Because it's just like like lessening all that work that you put on yourself.
For real. You work hard.
You better shine.
For real.
Better shine.
You better shine, black girl.
Okay. All right, let's get into this last one.
Ooh, the last one I feel like is the definition of lying. Like, actually lying.
What is it called?
This one is called fabrication.
Oh, yeah.
Straight up lying. Look. It says nobody, random person. I'm an entrepreneur, astronaut, singer, and alien. I'm a jack of all trades.
Exactly that. Fabrication. Let me give the definition. To invent or concoct something, typically with deceitful intent. To construct or manufacture something. That's more like fabricating materials.
Okay.
But yeah.
See, but it said with deceitful intention. So I think deception plays into fabrication because you're trying to deceive people by just flat out fucking lying. Like, so let's start from the beginning. Omission, you're leaving out the truth. Exaggerating, you're exaggerating it to make it better or worse. But it's still relatively the truth.
Yes.
You're just exaggerating it. Deception. What was deception again?
Deception is when you like add something that's not true. Let me get the definition so that we're not deceived. To cause someone to believe something that's not true, typically to gain some personal advantage. It's more like to give an impression.
And then fabricating is just flat out lying.
Like you made it up. Like you made it up out of thin fucking air. Like
oh my god, I just
real.
Graduated from college today.
No, for real. And I find myself not to be a...
Oh, wait, we're missing some comments.
Let's see what they said.
Ooh, okay.
What did Sean say?
It says Steven.
Oh.
Shows like this is how we as a community can learn to embrace reality and overcome the personality disorders that is the cultural norm. Whew.
Very that.
It says, bruh, people don't like the truth.
Literally, literally what we're talking about. People don't like the truth, even for themselves.
Exactly.
Like, it's really not about other people. When I think about fabrication, I think about, like, people who are just, like, compulsive liars. Who are just, like, you can't even control this. Like, this is nowhere near the truth. This is just, like...
You just a liar.
Do you ever find yourself to be a fabricator?
Definitely when I was a kid. The only, I'm trying to think, like, a fabricated, fully made up lie. I remember one time I was in college, like, that one year I was in college, and, like, I came back from break, and they were like, what'd you do with break? And I was like, I got a tattoo. Flat out fucking lie. I don't know why the fuck I said that. And then this girl said, can I see it? And then my heart stopped, and I was just like, yeah, it's still healing.
Oh my god.
Flat out fucking lie.
Oh my god. I'm trying to, like, I'm sure I do. Because I feel like if you do one, you do the other. They kind of all, like, flow into each other. I guess what I was talking about, like, my computer crashing or my meeting ran over. I didn't have a meeting.
Yeah, I've been at work.
I have meetings.
I've been at work, like, yeah, oh, man. I remember one time I just didn't want to fucking go. And I lied and said I had to go into school. Wasn't even allowed to go into school yet. Maybe, like, 2 months later, I was allowed to go into the school. I was like, oh, they just started saying we had to go into school, man. Like, I don't know.
That's so funny. I fabricate lies when it's, like, something that's very important. Either something that's very, very important or very not important. It's either one of the two. Like, when I was in college, like, I remember I just stopped going to class. Like, I mean, I also was going through some mental health issues. I was going through domestic violence issues and stuff like that. But I dragged it. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't going to class. I was just smoking my weed when it came to my last year. Just, like, low-key almost failing out of school. And I had to go sit in front of that professor. Not the professor, the dean. And I was just like...
Wait, you were a crying Deceptor?
Oh.
You a Decepticon?
Bitch. I was like, it's just... It's just that. And she's like, it's just what? I'm like, it's just too much. And she's like, what's too much? I'm like,
just it and stuff.
It's just a really bad relationship, and I just always have to go home to the city for my family. I need to be around my family. And she's just like, oh my god. She's like, listen.
I'm sorry.
She was like, listen, just come to every single class from now to the end of the semester, and I'll give you a seat. I said, okay, that's all I fucking needed.
C's get degrees.
C's get degrees. I used to be way worse at lying. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, in my first relationship, that same relationship, the domestic violence in college,
Crying about?
Crying? I used to fake cry all the fucking time.
See, I'm not good at fake crying.
Over the phone. Remember, a lot of the time it was long distance.
Yeah.
So not that I'm telling anybody how to do this, but when it comes to lying over the phone, crying over the phone, you just need to go,
I feel like you've said this on the show before, so it's not bad.
Just start breathing real hard on the phone. Yeah, I used to lie about that to be emotionally manipulative. Yeah.
Is manipulation a type of lying? Probably.
Yeah, I feel like it goes with the deception, though.
Yeah, that Decepticon.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm trying to think of fabrication. What have I lied about? I don't know. I've never lied about my body count. I'm trying to think. Like, straight up just made some shit up. I haven't done that in a long time.
Also, they said another point of fabrication is to tell something that you don't know is true. So think of like rumors or like just spreading things that you don't know it to be true, but you're spreading it as the truth.
He said domestic violence, you was secretly dating an MMA fighter. Nigga might as well have been. That nigga was fucking superhuman.
He was really strong.
That nigga could jump over a car. Who could do that?
Yeah.
No one can do that.
No, literally.
Like, bro.
No. MMA fighter, I wish it was that simple. It was more like mentally fucked up too, so. But that's another episode.
Yeah, we gonna have a domestic violence episode for sure.
Yeah. Or just for me, I want to talk about like forgiveness of yourself.
Exactly.
Same way that like we're talking about, oh, like the person said, I thought my ex was a fucking liar. Turns out it was me. Like little things like that. Like, yeah, I was in a domestic violence relationship, but also like, how'd I get there? You know? We got to talk about those things too. I feel like that's more powerful to talk about some of those things. Exactly. It's more rather than impactful and changing.
Just making yourself the victim.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't really like that word. Sorry. No, it's okay.
Sips punchline.
Sips punch. Okay, MJ, what do you think is your go-to form of lying? Out of the 4, can you list the 4 that we said again?
The 4 that we said were, number 1 is omission. Number 2, exaggeration. Number 3, Decepticon. Number 4,
flat out fabrication.
Flat out.
Fabrication. What do you think is your go-to?
Go-to. Definitely omission. Because, like I said, my type of omission is just to not tell you this entire story in its entirety. Like, it never fucking happened. Or even just not being able to have those difficult conversations about things that I'm not, where I'm not satisfied, or I'm not, that my expectations were high and they weren't met. Mm-hmm. My expectations weren't met. I'm not good at having difficult conversations. So I'm just going to omit the whole thing together, which I know is not okay. Mm-hmm. But I would say that's my main thing that I need to work on. As far as exaggeration, it's in there a little bit. Like, I feel like I exaggerate a little bit for the show I put on.
Mm-hmm. I put on for my city.
For the whole face.
Okay.
But not really so much anymore. Definitely those beginning years, though, for sure.
Yeah. I think, Omission is definitely one of my big ones. And because it's something that seems so little, and it's also something that's kind of celebrated in the female community.
Literally, like,
fucking liar.
Will tell you to lie, like, straight up. Like, oh my God, I did this. What should I do? And it's just like, okay, you know, if you tell a nigga he's gonna break up with you, why would you do the thing that would make a nigga break up with you? Is the real question. It's not about lying. It's not about the nigga reacting to what you did. It's about bringing it back to self. It never has something to do with the other person.
Yeah. Dang. You got me thinking.
So your expectations of the person or your expectations of the self? Expectations of the person.
I think I just want to bring it back to this point about lying, how it just fucks up the trust and the honesty and the purity of a relationship. And it's just better to not do that to yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm learning.
Yeah, it's just not a good look all around.
Todo en la casa, la cabeza, la biblioteca. Okay, y'all, I think this is just a little heavy. This is a little heavy on me. I also find myself, now that I'm trying to, like, I'm being less of a liar, or being more aware of my tendencies to lie, that I just found myself, like, being so excited to, like, overly share the truth now.
Which is no, too.
Like, I think
that punchline
it's hitting, right? I think,
which is no, too.
But I think it's just like, what? Like, because now I'm trying to still deceive myself. Hi.
Hey, Ashley.
Now I'm trying to deceive the person and show them I'm so truthful. I'm so honest.
Let me tell you, now you're just exaggerating. Now you're really exaggerating.
That's the thing. Like, it's not so black and white. It's not so simple.
And then it's not gonna make up for the fact that you a fucking ass liar.
Yeah.
It's not gonna make up for the fact.
I think it still shows that. Look at this lying ass bitch flipping the other way. Like, still trying to deceive, still trying to manipulate, still trying to do all of that. I think it also goes back to, like, your intentions behind the things. Your intentions. Are you saying this because you want to have, like, you just feel guilty and you have a conscience, you need to get it off your conscience so you can put it on someone else? It's just like,
exactly.
Ooh, I don't know. Like, you should still tell the truth, but, like, ooh, be mindful of that.
The only times I tell the truth when it's something that, like, maybe I should lie, is when I was trying to hurt the person's feelings. You know? Like, I'm just trying to, you know, say whatever to make you feel some type of way. But that's more manipulation.
That might have to be a whole nother episode about, like, emotional manipulation, because
I do that. But it's not, when we get more into it, it's not emotional manipulation for me. It's more like emotional sadism. Like, if you cause me pain, I want to make it tenfold.
Whew, that's going to be a very interesting one. Okay, MJ, I do have a quick question.
For me?
Yes.
Yes.
When is the last time you lied?
The last time I lied?
Yeah.
The last time I lied?
Yeah.
I guess today I was telling my friend something, like, that I was going through, but yeah, I lied by omission. I didn't give her all the details. Mainly because, like I was saying in the beginning of the episode, like, I'm learning that I don't have to say everything on the show, and then I'm also learning I don't have to tell my friends everything, especially, like, when it comes to your relationship and your nigga. Like, I don't think your friends need to know everything. That's gonna be another episode too.
Yeah.
Because it helps. They build, like, a kind of skewed lens towards your nigga, and it's just like, I don't want that too. Even our friend circles, never mind. I just don't want that for my relationship. So it's like trying to find out where to tell those things. So I did balance. Yeah.
But I feel like there's a way to say it without lying. Like you can just be like, right? I'm still trying to figure it out. Be like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable sharing that. Right? And then it can just be like a boundary. I don't know. Can we talk about healing those negative thoughts? What'd you say? I can't see it. Okay.
Sorry, that punchline. Ooh. Can we talk about healing those negative thought patterns when you actually have a healthy relationship and to not self-sabotage? Girl, I was talking about this in the first episode. Oh my gosh. Then I got pressed because he was just like, what are you scared of? That self-sabotage could be its own episode.
Self-sabotage is going to be its own like 2-3 episodes.
For real.
Like a whole series.
A series breakdown, the types of self-sabotage, because I got all of them.
Yeah, because I feel like even when it comes to lying and stuff like that, it's just especially when you're not good at it, especially when the person can tell, it's just like, you want to get caught. Subconsciously, like, you're just trying to get caught and just fuck this whole shit up.
Exactly. Or even if you think you're a good liar, like, I think I'm a good liar. Am I a good liar to you when I try to play pranks on you? No, I immediately tell you it's a joke 1 second after, but it didn't even land.
I think it's less about being a good liar and more about people fucking know you. The people that know you, that love you, they be studying you. Yeah. Like, they know you, they know your patterns and stuff like that. So it just becomes insulting when you try to lie to someone. And I think on that note, we're going to wrap it up. Okay, everybody comment. Let's see if y'all been paying attention. Thank you guys for all y'all been sticking through this whole episode. Wow. Wow. Like, we are.
Shout out to y'all.
Truly blessed.
Hold up. We're going to hit y'all with the.
Shout out to y'all for real. Y'all the real ones. Drop below the 4 types of lying that we discussed today. There are so many different other ones. There's like white lies, and there's more compulsive liars, and there's all these other types of things. But these are the ones that we wanted to touch base on because they related a little bit more to us, especially that omission. Such a bitch.
Wait.
What?
When was the last time you lied?
The last time I lied? Okay. The last time I lied. I don't think I lied today, which I think is really good.
I feel like you lied once earlier in the episode.
What'd I say?
I forgot, but we caught it. We was like, that was a lie.
What did I say?
I don't remember.
I don't know. I think right now I'm in such a like fucking self-critical point of my life that I'm just like, I don't even know what's the truth and who I really am and who I'm not anymore, because like I said, this lying shit has been going so deep, this performative thing, this people pleasing thing. It's just like, I don't know who's me, I don't know who's not me. So I think that's also why I was saying, like, I'm so glad that I am single and I do have this opportunity to unlearn and relearn who the hell I am, because I can't even tell anymore. That sounds really fucked up, right?
It doesn't sound fucked up. It just sounds like an opportunity for growth.
It's an opportunity for growth, but it's also an opportunity for
that was my last lie. It's a little fucked up.
It's like an opportunity for confusion and like just feeling very lost. So that's kind of how I've been feeling a lot lately. And I think I've just been, I sometimes project that onto the people that I love, onto some of my partners. I don't know if that's lying, anxiety, or I don't know. But yeah, I would think the last big lie I told was that big one. That big one about where I omitted the truth. Yeah. That's the last big one.
Like we said.
I said a lot last week talking about, I said the thing like, I can't come into the office today because I'm this and that. Instead of just saying I'm not going to make it today, which is so much more empowering. Yeah. I don't have to make that little excuse. Yeah. So yeah, I do little shit like that.
Yeah, like we told y'all, we're getting deeper this season. Like we're opening up to those fucking patterns and like those things that are just so ingrained in us. Those fucking limiting beliefs and just character traits that are put in place by who even knows what. We're gonna travel in time this fucking season because I don't even know where it all began. What was the first lie you told?
For real. And for me, it's also like, we always want to talk about dating, and we always want to talk about this and that and another person, but these are the things, like, these things, and I don't even call them little things, but these internal things, these patterns, those are the things that are getting in the way of us being our true selves, connecting with people on a real level. Like, the only way to have a healthy relationship is to show someone who you really are. And if you don't know who the fuck that is, how can the other person know? It's just, ugh.
Oh my God. That's like the end of, on RuPaul's Drag Race. Ru always says, because if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else?
And on that motherfucking note, we're going to wrap this motherfucking show up. Yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm actually so happy that we sat down and talked today to you guys.
I'm telling you, I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, guys, it's just a conundrum of feelings.
I think the word is clusterfuck.
Clusterfuck, yeah, of feelings. But I'm so glad that we got to organize it and process some of this stuff with you guys. And thank you guys so much. All you guys for being so, like, supportive and engaging. And you guys were in it. No, we love y'all. You guys can follow us on Instagram at the Hoe Pha E S, and you guys can check us out on YouTube at Sirens NYC, so you guys can catch all of our live videos.
Click that notification bell every time we go live. Monday, Friday, 7 p.m.
Period. You guys can also follow me on Instagram at Everybody Loves Becky, because everybody loves Becky. Well, not everybody, and I'm playing.
Ciao. And you were right. I do feel a little better after doing the episode, after going through it.
I'm proud of you.
And you guys can follow me at MJ Smokes MJ. You can also follow my skincare page, 1804 Skincare, waiting for that stimmy to hit so we can start that busy biz.
Period. Yeah, as always, like I said, we're powered by Sirens NYC, sponsored by PunchLine Punch, drinking that pink walls today. You guys can follow PunchLine Punch at PunchLine Punch on Instagram, and if you want to follow RB, you can follow him at
Punchlines with a Z, the letter R, the letter B.
I know he's gonna be happy that we did that. But thank you guys so much.
Also follow Smoking Words podcast.
Yes, definitely. So you guys can check out RB. I know y'all might miss him because he was like the real crowd favorite. Y'all can follow him over there and get all the weed news, weedicets, and just it's just a really fun time on that side.
Yes. And we be there too. We just be behind the camera.
Yeah, we be there. But we will see you guys next week. Thank you so much.
No, not next week.
Oh, yeah,
Friday.
Yeah, we're going to see you on Friday. And make sure you guys bring in your stories about lying, about all these different types of lying, too. We're going to put you in the hot seat.
Exactly.
In the host seat.
You're getting on camera. So make sure you have Skype. Mm-hmm. Make sure you fill out the form in the link in our bio because you get to join us on YouTube Live.
Yes, you get to join the conversation. Wait, I just had something else. Oh yeah, also make sure you guys check out our merch that we just dropped on the gram. You guys can check us not only on the gram, on just the whole net. Y'all can check us out at sirens.nyc/shop, and you guys can check out our bucket hats, our sweatshirts, tote bags, mugs, and phone cases, and we have some more stuff coming soon. Thank you guys so much. We love you.
Love you. Bye.
Yay.
One more time for the one time.
Bye. Love you.